Welcome to the Epicenter. This is Frank.
This is Banhammer.
Topple.
All right, let us begin our dark work with the anime news, the big news. Take it away, Banhammer.
Oh, for the first time in 30 years, since 1984, there was going to be a brand new Lupin the Third TV series. And this time, it's not Red Jacket, it's not starring Red Jacket Lupin, it's not starring Green Jacket Lupin, not starring the shitty Pink Jacket Lupin from the 80s. He's got a whole new jacket, it's Blue Jacket Lupin. And I am pumped for that. That's whole new territory right there.
I can't wait.
I
I'm
know.
liking just from the animation shot they have there. It looks like pretty good animation.
I hope the animation is like Fujiko Mine.
I didn't really care for that series because it was about the worst character in Lupin the Third.
Well, you have to admit the episodes that did have the Lupin characters were awesome.
Any of the episodes that weren't about her were pretty good.
It also had a good payoff at the end, I thought.
Yeah. And that and the fucking pyramid episode. The pyramid episode was classic Lupin. Where she fucking betrays them, and they went like heisting shit. I'm like, now that's a classic Lupin episode. But no, I'm pumped for that. In fact, this is a good year for anime in general because this fall season is fantastic.
Oh yeah,
everything has premiered.
Psycho-Pass Season 2 has premiered.
Which I'm interested to see where they're going to go there.
Yeah, I am very tantalized by that first episode, and especially since Akane's new protege is probably the stupidest person I've ever seen. I'm not sure why Sybil gave her that job.
We're gonna shoot them. You're wrong.
You're wrong, and Sybil's wrong.
No, I like it. I was on A, and they had a thread on there. That mysterious bad guy at the end. He smiles just like Makishima. Is that Robo Makishima? I wouldn't put it past them if that's the big frickin' twist. Is that he didn't get his head blown out. That he died, but they saved his brain.
They salvaged his brain or something. I don't know. It seems to me like I wonder if they're going to do a Judge Dredd kind of thing where he's like a renegade inspector. Because if an inspector had that thing where they don't register a criminal quotient, then they could be pretty dangerous because they'd still be able to use a dominator.
Yeah, but what's his name went over his thing and then he became an enforcer.
No, I mean if an inspector had what Makishima had.
Oh yeah, that.
I think that's what they might be facing, a renegade inspector.
Well, they're only doing 11 episodes this season, and I think there's going to be a movie which will probably end it.
I'm excited.
I'm kind of interested to see where they're going to take this.
Yeah.
The new Gundam series. I was leery about the first 2 episodes, but this one more than goddamn made up for it because it brought the ham. I mean, the antagonist for the episode had a fucking toilet on in his cockpit. That's what his cockpit seat was. It turns into a fucking toilet for some reason. And that guy just went full fucking ham. It was ridiculous. His mech had like a fucking beam saber whip. And for some strange reason, the space pope thinks it's taboo for some shit, so they harvest out energy or some garbage, and the one guy apparently they have landlines now because this one guy's like, get me the phone, and he kicks up, it's one of those cord phones, and the guy's running around with it plugged into the wall. And I'm like, it takes a lot to get used to because I'm not used to my Gundam being like this, but I'm like, I'll stick with it. And then I did the worst thing I could possibly do. I started watching Gundam Build Fighters, and the entire purpose of that show is to sell you model kits because it shows you how much fun gunplay is. and now I have to buy model kits. And when I go home this month, I'm going to go get my old tool set, and then I'm going to start ordering.
I've been tempted by that Funsaiki and Master Gundam for a long time, long before you showed me that. Since I saw it at Otakon once, and I might end up getting that. But what kind of tools are involved with building model Gundam kits?
I will send you links because I have been researching that to up my game because I have money now, so that means I can buy the paints. I could buy everything that I never could get before.
How much are the model kits?
They're actually not that expensive.
It's like $30 for like a big model.
There's several grades that they have there. You want to go with high grade, master grade. Perfect grade's ridiculously expensive. That's the $100 to $250 range. I recommend the high and the master grade because the high grade, I forget how big they are. They're a decent size and they're very, very well detailed now.
Okay.
Master grade is what I like to buy because if you have the extra money, $40 and about $90 depending what you get, and they're really more detailed than the other one. And then I'd never get in the perfect grade because I don't have that kind of money. But it's very simple. All you really need is a pair of model pliers, the cut plastic parts, model knife, files or sandpaper, whichever you want to do. That use nubs, and then that's about it. If you don't want to get any more technical than that, you can stay snapped together really easy. And if you want to get fancy, you can get the Gundam markers that they sell, and then you trace in the panel lines. But that's for plebes. What I do is I'm gonna go buy the spray paint and spray paint that shit on there, and then panel everything in, so I can become like this Japanese guy I was watching on the English Gunplay channel.
Ooh, I got some news. I got some breaking anime news. Funimation is re-releasing a lot of the Dot Hack series in 2015.
Okay.
That's nice. Are they gonna put it on Blu-ray?
I'm not sure if they're gonna put it on Blu-ray. I didn't see that. I hope so. Definitely. I hope they really they upscale it, but I'm not sure. If I'm not sure how. You see, the thing with Blu-ray transfers is it depends on how the original source material was made. Like the Lane Blu-rays, they're not in widescreen.
No, you're not going to get widescreen for a lot of that stuff because that was all shot on regular film, and unfortunately, that's for that 480p block is all you're going to get. Recently, he's been doing a lot of remasters.
As long as they come out. What I want to see is the HD collection of the Dot Hack games.
You know how rare they are. You know how hard it is to get those.
Not only that, but I don't have a PS2 anymore to play them.
That too, yeah, because Sony doesn't believe in backwards compatibility.
Sony either put on a PS Store or make.
And also, how are you going to get the Hack Liminality 4-part OVA series? Because that was only bundled with the PS2 games. So yeah, it's ridiculous.
But anyway, I watched the new Tenchi, which pisses me the fuck off because they release one of those 4-minute episodes every day. And fucking Friday was a recap episode, and I'm like, are you serious? A recap episode of a 4-minute web series, and it pisses me off because there's 50 fucking episodes of these, and if you were to take all of the fucking ones together, minus the goddamn recap, which they'll probably put out every Friday, you probably could get about 10 to 11 normal-sized episodes out of it.
Oh god,
that pisses me off because I'm enjoying it. He gets thrown into Washu breaks some type of law, and she was experimenting on some people, and they got lost in her virtual reality or alternate dimension simulator, and she doesn't want to tell anyone because she'll get arrested again, so she sends Tenchi in there, which is why he's a teacher. And he has to find all of the people that she accidentally displaced.
But, Washu, you are so wacky.
Then let's see, Fate's Day Nights. Unlimited Blade Works is pretty good. Seven Deadly Sins is a really good adaptation. Coffin Princess season 2 is good.
Maybe try a cough drop or something.
Uh, I have to see the second episode of Kaido Kid. I don't know if that was a new one or they're reanimating one
I
of the
didn't
older.
I didn't see it yet. I'll have to check that out. But I did watch the third episode of Terraform Mars.
Are you get a censored thing with that? Because apparently there's been a lot of bitching that they've been censoring that to hell.
Yeah, they have. You know what? I don't care. I have imagination, and that's something I'll probably buy on DVD if it gets released by Funny or someone. Because it's actually, you know what? I'll even buy that from ADV. Because how much worse can a dub make that show? It's hilarious. It's like a cheesy horror movie, but in anime form. It's great.
But
I need to watch that. That sounds hilarious.
now I do have my guilty pleasure show, which I thought would be god awful from all of the art that they released for it, but I was goddamn fucking surprised. I watched 2 episodes of Amagi Brilliant Park, and I think it had a grand total of 2 fan service scenes, one for each episode.
Wow.
I was fucking shocked because all of the art for it is garbage. And they straight up ripped off Bunta-kun from Full Metal Panic. There's this guy on there called Moffle, and he goes Mufu instead for that noise. But it's surprising. I'm really fucking enjoying it because apparently these magic goddamn people come from like an alternate reality thing, and they need this theme park so that they can basically live because they live off of people's enjoyment or some stupid shit. It's what gives their magical powers power, and then they don't know how to fucking run a theme park, so it's going in the ground. So they hire a washed-up, bitter child actor to help them out, and he has the shittiest personality in the entire world. He basically episode 2 was him berating the entire fucking theme park for sucking. And it kind of reminds me of the main character from my romantic comedy Love Snafu, or as Ayer calls him, the Dark Knight, the Eight Man. I recommend that if you haven't seen that, Frank. That is an insanely good show because he is. If you ever watch that romantic comedy thing with the Eight Man, you should see all the threads on A where they Photoshop him as the Dark Knight because he is straight up the hero they need because he is the most bitter, cynic person and he doesn't take anyone's shit. He bitches out like every single fucking character in that show. It's fantastic. But yeah, I'm going to keep watching it, and I was like, I was shocked because if you saw the art for Amagi Brilliant Park, I thought it was going to be fan service drivel, but it's animated really, really nice. But it's let's see, anything else? And then I have my shitty fantasy show that I enjoy it. What is it? It's Modern No to Vandis. It's about an archer.
Shingeki no Bahamut's been good. It's been great. It's has a real like. I think that director does romances really well, and they have a kind of tsundere bromance going on between this bounty hunter. He's kind of an ass, and he likes to like trick people and screw people over, and this and a knight that he disgraced, and now the knight's a bounty hunter too, and and he really hates the other guy, and he's always trying to hunt him, and he's protecting this well, not really protecting the chick because the chick doesn't need protection. She stole half of this giant dragon god from the gods. See, the gods have one half of the dragon god, and the demons have the other half. And I think she's trying to upset something. So yeah, it's good stuff. That's about it from what I have for anime.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, moving on to comic books and tabletops.
So these French guys, because it's Marvel's 75th, they made an interactive timeline of all the Marvel years. It's on the web, so basically it's a website that lists like by year all the like heroes and stuff that appeared.
Oh, cool.
It's cool to see.
Isn't Marvel rebooting all of their stuff though? Are they
Oh
doing a
yeah,
huge
yeah.
timeline reboot?
Basically, I forget the name of the Secret Wars, whatever. And
Yeah.
apparently, the Avengers timeline is gonna lead into it, and Fantastic Four is getting canned. So yeah, they're basically canceled. It's gonna be a reboot.
Yeah, they're destroying the entire Marvel universe. It's gone. Pulling a new 52 bull crap. I'm
I
not very.
don't think they're gonna pull a new 52 bullcrap. I think it's gonna be more so they're gonna condense all their
Uh huh.
series. You know, like the 74 X-Men books out every week.
Yeah. I mean I see their point, but they're just getting rid of a lot of stuff.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know what they're getting rid of.
Okay, we'll
All we
see.
know is they're getting rid of Fantastic Four because that book's not selling.
Which again is it's a horrible move because Fantastic Four, you got history behind that. If it's not selling, get a better writer, make the put them in better situations.
Yeah, but then again, they were part of their time, you know.
And stop having Fox make your movie.
There's your problem. But yeah, they didn't announce what's going to be canned yet, but it's going to start in May, I
Reed
think.
Richards is probably going to destroy the Marvel Universe as Vengeance. That's exactly what's going to happen.
I'm excited to see what comes out of this because a lot could happen.
Yeah, maybe something good will happen.
I don't think you're going to new 52 it. I think they're just going to um, shit can some of their series, or like the 10 X-Men books or whatever, and go from there.
Wolverine's getting a weekly series.
Isn't he dead?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Wolverine's getting a weekly series. My comic book shop guy posted about it. And he was happy. He was happy about the death of Wolverine because he hated Wolverine.
Wait a second.
And then he's like, "Yeah, only Marvel could, only Wolverine could be in a weekly series after his death."
Wait a second. They're releasing the 4-part miniseries, um, a Deadpool Captain America book about Wolverine, a 5-part like X-Weapon thing about his death, an 8-issue Toland's Legacy about his death. Yet he still has a weekly. What the fuck?
He's their Batman. I remember when Batman was supposed to have died.
Yep. Nope. They didn't. They couldn't do that.
They fucking ruined the good premise behind that. I really enjoyed where they were going with Batman instead of having Bruce Wayne as Batman.
Didn't
But nope.
Batman shoot somebody with a gun?
Yeah, don't even start me on that. Don't even fucking start me on that. But I really liked Dick Grayson as Batman and Damian as Robin. They had a really good dynamic, and I wish that it stayed longer than the fucking year it was given. That was one of my biggest disappointments because Dick Grayson as Batman was a very different Batman than Bruce.
Yeah, I can understand.
And it was kind of refreshing, I thought, because they had all the villains kind of knew that it wasn't the old Batman, it's someone else.
Yeah, because they're used to getting beaten up by the same guy.
But yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm afraid for Marvel, but maybe something good will come out of it. Maybe we'll get something good out of this. All right. Anything else for comics?
Not really.
I don't have much tabletop, but I am watching some horror movies because 'tis the season.
Oh yeah.
And the one I watched the other night was Galaxy of Terror, and it's it was really funny. It's basically a ripoff of Alien with a very incomprehensible plot. Okay, so this ship goes to this planet and everyone dies. So then this god king called the Master, who has just a the Master looks like just a regular guy with a rotoscoped red face, like a shiny rotoscoped red face, and he's playing chess with some old witch, and they start speaking like drivel, like cryptic drivel, and then he sends another single ship to check it out, because that's how all people are in the future. When one ship dies, send another ship to check it out. Don't send a lot of ships to check it out. But anyway, they end up they end up fighting all these aliens, well, getting killed by these aliens, and they're all different, and they can't, like, one person's psychic but can't sense their life signs. So they get killed by these random aliens, and it turns out it was all a trick by the Master to find the one person who would survive and take his place. And it's like, oh no, you can't be mad at me because you're the Master now. You do the same thing. So the guy just shot him at the end, and that's the end of the movie. It was something. I recommend it. But yeah, it's tis the season. I'll be watching some more horror movies, and I'll report on them.
Speaking of horror, Sleepy Hollow's episode last night was pretty good. That was a Doppel. Did you see that?
No,
He called the Pied Piper of
No.
Hamelin, except the Pied Piper of Hamelin was an assassin that took out redcoats, and he sold his soul to a demon so he became fast, and he got betrayed by a family. So now he hunted those families' children and used their bones to make his flute. And it was pretty good. Oh, I forgot to talk about Gotham.
Oh, Gotham.
Oh my God, is this my favorite show or what? I don't know how it keeps topping itself. They had this black guy going around being an assassin, shanking council members because the two mob bosses are competing over who wants to rebuild the Arkham neighborhood, and the one mobster wanted to put a landfill there, and another one put a low cost income, and then they're going to rebuild Arkham Asylum.
Oh God.
And it was just hysterical because the Penguin, which is apparently the hero of this fucking show, he hires these mooks to shoot up the restaurant that he's working in so he can get in good with the boss, and he gets promoted to be the head of the restaurant. So he comes back at the end of the episode with this box with cannolis, and they go, "Hey boss, that was real good. We got all this money. What you got in the box, boss? I got some cannolis for you. Do you want some?" "Oh boy, do I." And then the mooks take the cannolis. "Do you want one, boss?" "No, thank you." And they all get poisoned and die. It's fantastically bad. I can't even begin to tell you. You gotta watch a stream of it. It's just so fucking funny. And it perfectly explains why Batman became Batman, because he had Alfred cannot raise a kid for shit in this show, and his parents don't want him to go for help, and he keeps getting all these terrible things reinforced into him. And it's just, I'm like, no wonder he became fucking Batman. But no, it's a good, it's good in a terrible way. It's just pure goddamn entertainment for me. I thought I lost it last week with the Balloon Man. But no, other than that was the big stuff that happened in Gotham. But I guess that's it for me.
All right. Okay, so anything else for movies, TV shows, or anything?
No.
No.
All right, moving on to technology.
So, where is it? I think in San Francisco. Yeah, Amazon's opening a retail store.
Really?
It's basically gonna be like
It's interesting.
it's gonna be like an Apple store where you buy, your Kindle Fire and all that shit.
Okay.
It's not actually like a real store. So, yeah. Let's see what else. Did you hear about the USB flaw?
I did not hear about the USB flaw.
So there's a flaw with USB where, I mean, granted, someone has to put the malicious code on like a computer or something, but it can take over basically your USB device or whole computer, and there's nothing you can do to stop it because it's a flaw built in USB.
Uh,
Now, granted, uh, someone has to put it on that computer or have a USB stick with the malicious code on.
uh-huh.
But the people who wrote the code open sourced it.
Oh no! So like, can they fix this flaw or anything? Or is it
Nope.
just? Oh wow,
It's built
that's
in.
very interesting
It's actually
actually.
built in the USB itself.
Wow, that's very
They released it
interesting.
actually at Black Hat,
So
the hackers conference.
so would that work across platforms? Like would that work on like if I on like a Linux machine, a Windows machine, a Mac?
I don't know. It might,
That's really cool actually.
but yeah, it's you don't have to worry about it because it's very specific. You have to have a stick on a computer that has the software on it. So
Yeah, and if somebody's right next to your computer
yeah,
with the stick, then you have more problems than on an
I
unsecured
mean,
computer.
library computers might be a problem, but
Yeah,
So have any of you guys tried Windows 10 yet?
I haven't tried it yet. I really want to
Yeah.
try it. Have you tried it?
Please, yeah. I put on a VM. Basically, yeah, they fixed every problem with Windows 8.
Yeah,
You know, you know how Vista was shit and then 7 was like the god tier OS.
yeah.
That's what Windows 10 is to Windows 8.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
And you can customize the start menu with tiles.
Oh Lord, customizable start menu. I can't. Oh my God.
So you can just have like a wall of tiles because the start menu expands the amount of tiles you put on it.
Yeah, so you could just put your anime right there and just go there. Oh man,
And your full screen Metro apps are now windowed.
that's how it should have been. That is how it should have been. No, there ain't no such thing as these full screen Metro apps.
Now the real interesting thing is there's a rumor that they might port the OS to Xbox One
Really interesting.
because they want to have like I guess one OS unified for every device.
Yeah, would it have special features just for the Xbox? So it's the same OS. It's not like
No,
Windows
no,
RT and
uh, it's gonna be I guess a scaled down version of the OS, but it's still gonna be full Windows 10.
okay.
You're not gonna be able to get start menu and all that shit, but it's gonna be more. It's gonna be Windows 10. It's not gonna be like RT where it's just so gimped.
Yeah, it's not worth getting.
It's gonna be you're gonna have like your full if they do it your Windows, your Metro apps and stuff, maybe some games cross platform.
I got some tech news.
We got
You guys hear about the snapping?
Oh, I heard about that.
the Apple.
No,
No,
no.
no, the guy who was behind the fappening, I guess that Russian guy or whatever,
I'm not
hacked
sure.
Snapchat.
I'm not sure if it's that same
Oh,
guy.
that one.
He didn't hack Snapchat. He hacked a third-party
Yeah,
Snapchat app.
it leaked like what 10,000 programs.
Yeah, that's terrible. Oh man, I feel bad because that's just terrible.
Take
So yeah, don't trust Snapchat or any, especially not a third-party app for use with Snapchat. That's the moral here. Don't send naked pictures of yourself anywhere.
Why would anybody do that?
I do it all the time.
I only use Snapchat to take stupid pictures.
Yeah. I'll have to add you then.
I have nothing but stupid shit that I send.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody sees all the stuff I send on Snapchat, they're like, oh, this guy's a nerd. This guy sends pictures of figures.
Maybe they'll see my picture of the fucking Keck Center, where apparently they research top fucking Kecks on the internet. I looked up at the sign, even though it's spelled differently than the way how it is on the internet. It just says National Research Institute, and I'm like, oh, that's where they study it.
Yeah, that's about what I have for tech.
Yeah.
So let's move on to video games. I'll start with the Gamergate updates. So we got a pretty good one here. So you know Huffington Post, right? They did a so-called debate on Gamergate, and is he the admin or the founder of 8chan?
No, he's the founder.
The founder, yeah. He's Hot Wheels. I know his name's Frederick. His name's Frederick something. Frederick. Actually, I'm on a page right now. Wait a second. Frederick Brennan.
The devil's internet.
And Frederick Brennan, he's in a wheelchair, and I think I'm not sure what exactly. He has brittle bone disease. So he's in a wheelchair, but he learned to code, and he made this site, and he seems to be doing pretty well for himself. Yeah. But it was him, Eric Kane from Forbes, and some developer chick who's I'm not sure what she's talking about. She's just yelling. She pretty much just yells at people. Someone harassed her on Twitter, and she's blaming it on Gamergate. And I'm not sure if that person's actually with Gamergate, because they never said Gamergate in their harassment tweets, and they never actually, and they just made that Twitter just to harass her. So I'm not sure what's up with that. But the point is, she had these words, and she said, "Oh, there can only be a debate when you get everyone on 8chan off my neck." And apparently, because that's how an anonymous image board works. Everyone works together automatically, and they're all just one hive mind.
Mm-hmm.
But then Fred based Hot Wheels. He said, not everything on 8chan is about you. And the look on her face was just perfect. It shots fired. The internet went nuts.
She got her ass owned.
And I was even involved in arguing with somebody on Twitter. It was great. You guys should check that out. It's funny because apparently Bayonetta is sexist because sociopaths can look at it and imagine their own situations. And also, apparently Bayonetta is a sex object because there's wallpaper. There's desktop wallpaper on Google.
Is that bitch Anita, whatever her name is?
No. This is a dude. This is a dude on the internet who's arguing with me. The fact is, I think that there's the weird thing about the whole SJW thing is a lot of the people who argue are mostly white males. Straight white males, and I don't get it. I don't understand. It's white knights is the term. They are literal white knights. And this guy thought, and he even tried to bait me. He actually, called me some harsh. He used some harsh language that. He tried to bait me to get me to yell at him, but I was like, I actually chided him for using base language, and and he calmed down after that. But apparently, and the final thing he said was, because you can find wall Bayonetta, she is a sex object, and it is bad.
You know, like those cars in Forza Horizon 2, I could find wallpaper of.
Now,
I could find wallpaper of Margaret Thatcher on the internet right now. I could find
if he thinks that's bad, then he hasn't played Senran Kagura.
Kagura. I saw the PS Vita icon for that.
I'm still waiting for mine to ship from Amazon. Where's my Let's Get Physical edition? I have to support the patriarchy somehow. Dude, the guy, and apparently in the art book, the producer wrote this fucking quote, and it's the most hysterical shit ever. Now, mind you, this guy's fucking married. I don't know how he got married, but he wrote it at the end of it. He signed "tits and ass or life." Or whatever, and then he puts that seriously what he wrote on there, and then it's signed the producer.
I love it.
Of whatever. And I'm like, how the fuck did he get married by making a shitty game like that? And apparently, I read about his blog. His office is full of all those fucking figures with gigantic racks on them, and I guess his wife doesn't care.
I am just glad that Japan doesn't give a crap about this kind of thing.
I know.
Yep.
I guess she doesn't care because it makes them a shit ton of money.
Yeah, and I don't know. As long as basically I guess she doesn't feel any need to compete with the 2D waifus.
He just made the first game for the 3DS because he wanted 3D boobs.
I love it.
That's his whole logic for creating that shitty show. And the first game because it was in 3D. God, he wanted to be the first.
I love it. I absolutely love it. This is great. But I guess that's a good segue for some of the big gaming news. There's been a lot of reviews for Bayonetta 2.
Okay, so Metacritic, 41 reviews, so that's almost everyone. It sits at a 91.
Damn right.
And this is the game that, Sony and Microsoft, shoved away.
Yeah.
But Nintendo was like, yeah, let's make this shit.
You see, Platinum's not like, it's not like Tim Schafer where the man can't make a game on time. They've proven they have a track record of making awesome games.
The thing about Tim Schafer is he worked for LucasArts back in the day with a production schedule, a timeline. When he started his own company, he's the boss now, so
and he's not a very good boss, apparently.
No. The thing about Platinum is they're their own company with their own, goals, and they've formed from Clover, so,
Yeah. And they seem to be doing well for themselves, and they're making good games. I'm actually excited for that Legend of Korra game.
Oh, I know.
I don't even watch the show, and I'm going to buy the game.
I actually hear, I hear their TV show's is pretty good too, but I haven't watched it. Yeah, I'm excited for Platinum, for the core game too.
Yeah, and I played the demo for Bayonetta 2, and it is something. It is really damn good.
But the best part is, with Bayonetta 2, you get the first game for free.
Yeah.
As a demo.
You get two games for two games at the price of one.
And the first game is enhanced too with like bonus stuff.
Yeah, and also, you don't see this crap like. Well, I know they kind of did this for Hyrule Warriors, so Nintendo does it sometimes at least. But you don't see a lot of this. Buy it from GameStop to get the Star Fox Bayonetta outfit. Buy it from Amazon to get the Princess Peach Bayonetta outfit.
Then again, that could have been more of a Tecmo, Koei, or whoever made Hyrule Warriors.
I think they probably had more to do with Nintendo did because Nintendo usually handles DLC amazingly.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
I mean, Alien Isolation already has DLC. It just came out.
You know what pissed me off?
What?
The Evil Within came out today, and they already announced there's gonna be DLC for it.
I
Oh,
went and I got my copy.
How was that?
I went to Best Buy, and apparently since I bought it at Best Buy, they gave me a free $10 gift certificate.
Okay.
I'm
How's the
like,
game
oh,
though?
I'll take that as a free gift card for $10 off something in the store. Thank you, Best Buy. Good thing I didn't go to Game Gestapo, but I'm playing it, and you know what? I like to call it the Resident Within because it reminds me an awful fucking lot of like Resident Evil.
yeah, because maybe they're the same guy.
I know that, but it's just that there's a lot of shit in there that reminds me of it because I have to torch bodies. Um, this is actual. I kind of like it because it's a bit of a challenge. I have I have 12 shots in my handgun, and good luck. Try not to use it. The only
Pretty
thing
good.
that fucking pisses there's two things that piss me off about it. One, it's in goddamn letterbox.
Yeah, apparently a lot of people. I'm looking at reviews, and apparently a lot of people are angry about that.
No, that I don't see the fucking point for it. Because you know what it does? It limits your goddamn vision, so I can't see what I'm fucking looking at half the time. So I don't know if they're trying to increase the fucking artificial difficulty level by doing that. Because to me, that just pisses me off when I look at it. And my only other complaint is when you use your gun, it goes into like this weird first-person shooter type thing, and it's hard as shit to aim, so you end up wasting fucking bullets that you can't really waste.
Also, apparently on PC, it's locked at 30 frames per second.
Mm.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm enjoying myself. It reminds me a little bit of the old school shit. It's just that I wish it wasn't fucking letterboxed. That just pisses me off to no end.
Okay.
I am enjoying it. I give it so far. It's about a good solid 7.5 out of 10. I've only played I'm like in the middle of chapter 3 right now, so I
Okay.
have to see what it's like at the end. I'm enjoying it.
I'll have
I
to
don't know
pick
if
it
I
up
would have
then.
paid full price for it had I known it had that shitty letterbox stuff in there, but
I'll have to pick it up when it goes cheaper. I was kind of like in between because the past two Resident Evil games kind of were a game for me, but I love the hell out of 4, so I was curious. But
I personally fucking hate 4. To me, it ruined
What?
everything that was good about Resident Evil.
4 was awesome.
I know.
I hate 4. To me, it killed the series.
You mean I think
Because
you have
right
that
as soon as
number. I
after
think you
4,
have
it
that
should
number
have ended.
mistaken for 5.
That's what. No, it should have ended at 4, and then they should have rebooted.
5 killed the series. 4 was awesome.
6 temporarily redeemed it if you played Leon's campaign and just played Leon's campaign.
What
It
about
reminded me of
Operation
what.
Raccoon City?
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of what it could have been.
What about Operation Raccoon City?
Only I like that. I'm sorry, but I like my Resident. I will fanboy over Resident Evil like your brother fanboys over Metal Gear Solid. I can't help myself. I really, really like it.
Yeah, the Metal Gear Solid, they're good games.
Hey, the Core 3 in Code Veronica was good.
Oh, I'll completely agree with you, and I'll
I'll
even
agree.
add 4 to that. I'll even add
And
4
4.
to that. I love 4.
Capcom lost its way with 5 and a good portion of 6.
Because with 5, they wanted to shoehorn that stupid co-op.
I am so fucking
Oof.
sick and tired of having co-op in Resident Evil. They're actually releasing an episodic thing starting in February of it stars Claire and Barry's daughter Moira.
Oh,
So that makes first of all I'm pissed off because Barry's not in it.
That's crap.
Why the fuck do I
That's
get a retarded
crap.
ass daughter who doesn't hold guns? I'm like, where the fuck is
Wait,
Barry? Get that bitch out of here and throw me Barry.
Barry Burton. Barry Burton's daughter does not hold guns. Does not hold
No,
guns.
I was looking at Game Informer and they had it was their cover story and it's like Claire gave her a shotgun. She's like, I'm not touching guns after I hold that.
No,
And apparently she's the
Whoa,
spunky
what?
teenager with attitude.
wait. Barry Burton, the man, especially against people. His daughter does not like guns. This is an outrage. This is a sin.
It
This
is. I'm
is-
like, first of all, why the fuck are you here, not Barry? Do not tease me with a member of the Burton family not having to be the best one, Barry Burton. A Barry Burton Claire Redfield team up would be goddamn amazing.
the same goofy ass voice.
Little sandwich. The February's gonna break
Forrest.
my wallet.
It's
February's gonna
forced.
break my wallet because they're gonna release the remake of the first Resident Evil on the PS4 because they actually took away all of the I guess they gave it better HD graphics on there, and they also gave you a new control option. You can use the controls from the modern games.
I
Oh,
hope. I hope they keep.
But there's a small drawback that deals with the pre-rendered backgrounds. Is sometimes it doesn't look as good as it could be.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm interested to try it just because of the new control
I
scheme.
also hope that they keep the voice actors.
I think they're going to keep as much as they can on there. I, you almost were a Jill sandwich.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, because no, February's a bad month for me because you got that, then they're gonna have the fucking every week in February they're gonna release another one of those episodes of the Resident Evil Claire thing. I'm like, no, why does it have to? I gotta buy it now. I can't help myself.
Yeah, I'll be playing Bayonetta next week, so
yeah.
so let you know how that is in a future episode.
Yeah, I got that Shadows of Mordor game. And I must admit, yes, it steals off Batman. The combat is exactly like Arkham, and yes, the stealth is exactly like Assassin's Creed, but that game is fun as hell.
I didn't even know there was a second goddamn area. I just got to the second area. I spent 15 hours in the first place.
The whole Nemesis system is fucking ingenious. Just when you see like someone rise the ranks and they're like, okay, I gotta kill him before it gets too high.
No, it's even better because when I got to the second area, which is Numenor, you can Geass them into
Wait,
believing you.
wait, you go to Numenor?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the whole second area is Numenor, which apparently is the breadbasket of Mordor.
wait, no, that's not Numenor.
Is it Numenor or Numene? Something
Yeah,
with an N.
I know what you're talking about. It's not Numenor.
Okay.
Let me bring up a map.
It's a plain place, and there's rivers and shit there, and
Yeah, because there is a portion of Mordor where all of their food comes from. Nirn.
yeah, that's it. Nirn.
Or however it's pronounced, Norn. Yeah, it's not. You had me like sweatyguy.jpg over here.
No, I like it because now I can Geass them, and you Geass the captains to betray their own war chief, and then they'll kill the war chief and become the new war chief, which in turn is you. They'll
That's
follow
awesome.
your order because my job now is to control 4 war chiefs and lead an army of mind-fucked orcs against Sauron.
Oh, that's cool.
And I just love it because you go as that Wraith, which is Celebrimbor, the guy who forged the rings, and when he grabs them, he just like, it's like fucking terrifying. I'd be
Oh, yeah.
terrified if I was the fucking Orth, because he just screams, "Forfeit your mind!" or something else, and he'll scream at you in Elvish, and then it just
And then
like
it
his
kills 'em.
hands on fire, and their eyes burn, and it like flames their mind out and shit. It's fantastic.
What I like about the game is they have some side stuff, but there's not too much side stuff. There's just enough to give you,
Yeah, that's what my favorite is. You serve the bright master now.
Also, you know Nirn.
Yeah.
Apparently, that land was given to Sauron's freed slaves after Sauron was defeated. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just like collecting the artifacts and shit.
yeah. So I was impressed by the game. I mean, I went into it knowing, but I'm having a blast with it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I've completely forgot about it. It came out of nowhere. It had no advertising.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you get it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is good.
Yeah, and I mean, even though it borrows a lot, it doesn't matter because it's so inventive with the Nemesis system and just the whole Lord of the Rings universe. It's done right.
I'll definitely have to get that. Okay, anything else for the video games?
I'm still waiting for my Senran Kagura. Gonna come any day now, as soon as it fucking leaves Amazon.
Well, I ended up picking up Child of Eden because I wanted to get that for a long time because I'm a fan of the guy
Okay.
who made it. Like I like Drez and I like Lumines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, I mean it's an arcade kind of thing, so you keep replaying the levels to try to get better scores, and
Yeah.
it's fun, it's solid, I like it.
I'm fucking pissed with Destiny. I am
What
not
now?
gonna. I'm fucking almost done with it.
What do
I
they
just
do to
can't
you?
take that shit anymore. I'm like, I should not be level 24 for almost a month, and I have no one who's left with me that can level to do the raids. There's no matchmaking for the raids. I have no one. The one person who is high enough ignores my fucking requests that I know, so I'm gonna bump him from my friend list. So fuck him, because I need to get the purple item so I can get a high enough to get up to 26, so I can do that. And the fucking Iron Banner, which is supposed to be you get to use all of your powerful weapons and shit, and be outclassed, I can still be killed by a level 4. So they didn't even
Uh,
make a promise on that, and it's just fucking a nightmare. I'm at the point now where if I feel like playing, I just play the multiplayer, and I earn the Crucible points. So eventually, when I hit rank 3, I'll just buy all the purple gear
Yeah.
I need. But I'm
what about
I'm
the
fucking
Cryptarch?
fuck
How's
the
the Cryptarch
Cryptarch.
doing?
Well, they fixed the Cryptarch,
Oh yeah.
but I'm just like pretty much fucking done. I have they have completely shattered my faith in them. I have not been so angry in my entire life. This game is garbage. And
I
you know
wouldn't
what?
say that.
I'm going to take that game. I'm not going to ever trade it in. I'm going to keep it in its fancy box and shit. And it's going to go on my shelf so I can look at it to know that I'm not going to buy into that shit again.
Can we get a can I can we bring up old podcasts and so I can play the I told you so?
Don't even fucking. I knew you'd say that. Don't even. I knew it. I knew it. Mel, you were. You know what? I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. You were right. That has the smell, the reek of Activision all over it. I mean,
I
it is full of the Activision shit.
I
I
need the
can
picture. I need the picture of Ron Paul saying they didn't listen.
and you know what? Maybe it'll be good eventually. I have to see what happens with the fucking DLC that I'm getting that
I'll
came
see.
with my special edition. But I am fucking pissed because, like I said, I have no one to do any of the shit on there, and they don't have matchmaking for it. So how the hell am I supposed to get leveled up if I have no one?
I'll say I'm having a little bit better time with it, but it's still nothing out of the ordinary.
That
It
and the
just
fact that you play the same goddamn 8 missions over and over again. It's starting.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm done grinding. I'm not going to do any of that guild shit or anything. If I'm going to grind, I might as well have fun playing the fucking multiplayer and earn my shit that way. Because by the time I fucking get my rank 3 up and I have enough to buy, I'll probably have enough Crucible marks to straight out buy all the shit I need. And then it'll probably automatically bump me up to fucking level 26.
Yeah, once you get all purple, you're at 26, and then it goes from there.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just need that shit, and I cannot get it. I have no one, and I'm like, I don't think I can convince anyone to try and even rank that high with me. And I'm fucking pissed at my old manager. Moved me on his friends list. Oh yeah, we played Injustice and shit. Oh, they don't want to fucking help me out. Send him a request. Send him this shit. No, I guess I'm not good enough. He's getting dropped from my fucking list.
Good, good. When I'll end up when Activision when Destiny will end up being good, probably by the time the PC version comes out.
I'm just like fucking. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you this. It's not going to make 10 years. It's going to be fucking dead. It's going to go the way of Tortanic, where they're going to be trying to throw shit at you to get you to play that again. Because next month the Halo Master Chief Collection comes out, and then Call of Duty Advanced comes out. So it's going to siphon everyone off of that, and it's going to be dying.
Let's put it this way: once Halo comes out, they're dead
Yeah, they're not going to
because
survive that.
the Halo Master Chief Collection has the 4 Halo games with Master Chief, all the multiplayer maps. So Destiny's fucking done.
Yeah, it's done. That's what I said. They fucked up royally. They should have, if they were smart, delayed it. But
I
I'm
don't
furious.
I don't think delaying it would have helped.
I honestly hope that the Master Chief Collection comes to the PC.
It won't.
Uh,
I
maybe
want I
You
want
know
to
what?
play my Halo 2 multiplayer
You
again.
know what? If Microsoft was smart about Windows 10, hey, Master Chief Collection exclusively on PC only for Windows 10.
I'd fucking do it.
I think that would be their smart move to do. I'm not sure if they're going to do it, but it would be smart for them to do it.
I'd do it in a heartbeat
I'd definitely buy it.
because no, I loved the multiplayer in Halo 2. That was my shit, and I would love to go back in nostalgia again. But it's almost there with Destiny, but it's still the Destiny's modes in and of themselves. When you have 4 modes and then they swap a random weekend
Yep.
one out, it's pitiful.
I mean,
But that's what I said. I'm fucking done with them.
yeah, Master Chief should come to PC, but I don't think they're gonna give up their flagship Xbox series.
Yeah, they're not going to do it right away. We can both agree on that. I hope they do, but I know they won't.
Eventually, I hope they do because I'd like I said, I'd day one pre-order that off Steam or whatever
Yeah,
fucking
I
like client they'd have.
I think maybe in like 3 or 4 years, once the Xbox One has a decent community, then maybe. But
Yeah. All right. Anything else for video games?
Nah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Time for the final portion of our show. Um, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, I'm going up to the PA Ren Fair.
Oh,
I'm excited.
dude, you're gonna go to the good Ren Fair. I went to the one in Maryland. It was all right.
Oh, so is the PA one better?
It is.
I want to get a flagon of something. Am I able to get a
If
flagon?
if they have mead there, get the fucking mead. It's good.
I have to drive there and back, so maybe not mead.
Hey, I drove there and back. So I guzzled. I'm like $5 for a large mead. What could go wrong in the sun and 85 degrees? And it was just me stumbling around, spilling shit all over me, probably getting stung by bees because there was bees everywhere.
Trying to
at
talk in
Renaissance
a
Fair.
medieval accent.
Man, I felt good. I was tripping and falling and shit, and because I sat there, I'm like, wow, this tastes really good. This is like a juice type thing. I'm like, oh, maybe I should have ate something. Uh-oh. About 4 or 5 hours later, when I stumble out of there and sober enough to drive back, I'm like, all right. And I'm like, oh, the Ren Fair, that was some good times right there.
I'm excited.
Yelling at the Asuna cosplayers who were in a fucking Ren Fair dressed as Sword Art Online characters, screaming 2 more years. And then falling, stumbling, and I paid $2 to throw axes. I probably shouldn't inebriated.
Oh no.
Didn't hit shit.
This sounds like a good time. I can't wait.
No, but the one in PA is really, really good. They make like a fucking goddamn town out of it. I really like
Yeah.
the PA Ren Fair.
I looked at the website and it looks really good. I can't.
It is. Have you ever been there before?
I've never been there before.
Oh, yeah. Oh man. That's a good fucking time.
You should come up for it.
No, it's ridiculously far out of the way for me. That's why I went to the one in Annapolis, because it was only 20 minutes down the road from me, and I'm like, all right, but it was kind of like I didn't enjoy it as much as the PA one. It was a poor man's Renaissance fair. It was passable, but there are much better things at the PA one.
I can't wait.
And they also do events for Christmas, like a Dickens of a Time. Where
I
they
looked
do
at that, and there's a Poe. There's like a Poe event in November.
Yeah, I'm like that's why I said they do that good shit there. They were originally a failing winery, and then they decided to throw a Renaissance fair one year, and it became really popular, and now they make all their money.
You know what? Sometimes you got to do that instead of
And then they sell their wine at the Renaissance Fair as Bacchanal or whatever the fuck it's called. It's their own brew, and it comes. You can buy like their special glass of Bacchus on it, or some shit. But I'm like, well, that really fucking saved them.
I'm excited. I'll have to give a full report.
No, like I said, you'll have a good time. It's very good. I really like the PA one.
because as a previous literature major, I think I'll have a very good time there because of my knowledge of medieval culture.
It's just a shame that you're not going to have Dinty the Moor. That's the one thing I liked about the Annapolis one.
Dinty the
It was the
Moor.
shifty Spaniard telling you how the people cheat you on the streets with street games and shit. And he did magic tricks and stuff. It was good. I'm like, that's the only thing you're going to be missing.
Oh, okay. No Dinty the Moor.
I know. I'm like, oh, I loved it because he was a con artist.
All right, you guys got anything to end with?
Nope.
Nah, I'm pretty much done.
All right, well, everyone, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for joining me. Everyone, have a good night.
Okay, so